Hey, what's up, people? This is Ike Love. I'm creating author of the blog, The Viable Alternative, which is an inspirational blog where I share the wisdom and insights gained along my path of becoming a greater, stronger version of myself. And if you want to read more on the blog, you can click on the window where it says description, and you'll see the link for www.theviablealternative.com. Forgive me, I'm totally exhausted. It's like almost 4 in the morning. I'm happy though because I have like about 2 hours and 15 minutes left in my 24-hour fast. By the time you see this video, my fast will be long done. But I'm happy. It was actually very able to connect to myself in the fast, and I always like that. Connect to my core, my spirit, kind of flow. So it was pretty good. So anyway, today I want to talk about how to have faith, having faith, and I'm going to read to you a verse in the Bible, Mark 11:22-24. Now, some of you who are not Christian may be freaking out. Don't worry. This is not, I'm not here sending a religious message. My point is to send a spiritual. So if you're a spiritual person, you should appreciate it. No matter what spiritual work you're on. If you're Christian, obviously you won't care. But this is a spiritual message. And people freak out because generally speaking, whenever you hear the Bible, you're thinking about judgment and control and people trying to shove some type of doctrine down your throat. No. If you're spiritual, you should be fine with this message, with this verse and everything like that, because the message is spiritual. Anyway, Mark 11:22-24. Jesus says, have faith in God. Or actually, have the faith of God. Originally it says have faith in God. The original translation is have the faith of God. So I'm going to read it like that. Have the faith of God, Jesus answered. Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, go throw yourself into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. I'm going to add 2 more verses as well. Also, Bible also says faith without works is dead. That's a very popular verse. And also, faith is the evidence of hope and the substance. Faith is a substance of hope and the evidence of things not seen. So, what is faith then? How do we practically apply faith? Well, the Bible says here, obviously, have the faith of God. And God, so basically speaking, speak how God speaks and see how God sees things. So, what is basically saying, if we want to be successful, we have to follow the example of the Almighty Creator, the Creator, universe, whatever you call this supreme being, and see things how he sees things. So what he's saying is that you can actually speak to your circumstances. The second thing he's also saying is that believe that you have received the things that you desire in your heart. Believe that you have already received them. So putting everything all together now, you have a desire in your heart. You have something you desire to come to fruition. You have a dream, you have a vision. What faith is actually behaving as if it already exists. So basically, you have a desire vision. That's from your heart, because all your desires, basically they come from your heart. Feel the reality of what you desire. Feel the reality, feel the realness, and now act as if it already exists. So what are you going to be doing now? Despite the fact that your circumstances may be screaming in your face something else, it's maybe mocking you and telling you that you're poor and you don't have, who cares about all that? Connect to what you have in your heart and start now acting as if things are already the way things are. Act as if things are already the way you want things to be. That means now you're walking around speaking life into your dreams and desires. Your life may tell you you're poor and you're broke, you have scarcity, but you're speaking things as if they already are the way you want them to be. That's the evidence, that's the substance of hope. The way you speak, the way you talk, the way you act. You're not seeing anything in the real world, but you're acting as if things already are, right? Faith without works is dead. Now you're behaving and doing things as if your vision is already a reality, That's the substance of your hope. All right. So if you have a desire for something, just say maybe you want to just say you want to take a trip somewhere, right? So now every day you're waking up, you're taking that trip already, and as if the way things are, that trip is already being taken. All right. You're talking about it with people you know, those people who are positive or encouraging your life. You're talking about this. You're going to the store. You're looking at things you are going to buy for the trip. You may even not be able to afford it, but those little things that you can afford, you're already buying. You're buying that thing for the trip. All right. You're now making plans of where you're going to visit when you go there. You're also looking up flights as to how much a flight's going to cost. You're looking up hotel reservations. You're going to be making a plan, an itinerary for the trip when you get there. Basically speaking, who the hell cares about the way your circumstances look? As far as you're concerned, this trip is real to you. And invariably what's going to happen is that your reality is going to start to form into your beliefs and how you're behaving, how you're acting. As you take one small step with which you already have, because faith is also using what you have to get to what you want. So you may not have the full money to buy the airline ticket or to make reservations for the hotel or make reservations for the resort, but you may go down to the Rite Aid around your corner and buy sunscreen. Really, seriously. Or if you can afford to, you start buying, you buy a suitcase, or you have a suitcase, you start packing your suitcase. All right. You basically are forming your reality to the desires of your heart. Like again, things are already real to you. Things already exist to you the way that you want them to be. All right. Then also now, instead of praying, asking God for him to bring you a trip, you're actually thanking God that he brought you the trip already. And if you're Christian, you may be propping it with Bible verses. You may be saying, you may be saying God can do exceedingly abundantly above all that I can ask or think. You may say, oh my goodness, you may say, God shall supply all my needs according to riches of glory in Christ Jesus. If you are not Christian, you may just say, I'm wealthy in abundance, I attract wealth. I'm wealthy and prosperous, I attract wealth and abundance. You may say that the universe is bringing everything to me and the desires of my heart. And you say this and you speak this day in and day out. You speak this day in and day out and everything, And this is now the big middle finger to all your circumstances that are stubborn and refuse to move. You're speaking to your circumstance, say, no, this is not the way things are. The way things are is the way I imagine it to be in your heart, right? And I've talked this in other videos. This is how I got my month trip to Miami, when I stayed there for a month, and I did modeling and I networked down in Miami and so on and so forth. 7 to 8 months before I had gone, I was already emailing photographers about telling them I was coming to Miami and starting to raise a time for them to go. I also started looking up hotel reservations, and I also started speaking it to my mentor and others as if I was already going. I started planning in my mind before the money came, and invariably the money did come for me to go and be able to spend a month in Miami. And also a friend had been going the same time, and he let me stay in his place for like a week before things got a little crazy. I wanted to say, screw this, I'm gonna get my own place. So, right. So this is, I talk about the viable alternative, about like using your internal resources and treasure to create your own unique reality. Faith is a tool to do that, You have desires of your heart. You have dreams. You have aspirations. Start to connect to them. Start to get into the feeling of them. Get into the feeling of them, or what it will feel like as if you're already there. And you start acting upon this feeling. Literally now you're starting to water this feeling and starting to cultivate this feeling, so the feeling will grow. And the feeling will grow to such a huge extent that it is reality. Your feeling is reality. Your feeling of your desire is already reality. You already exist, and you're acting upon it day in and day out, until the spiritual reality of it becomes a physical reality. That's faith. Faith, again, number one, is using what you have to get to what you want. Using the little you have to get to what you want to come into fruition. Remember when Moses was talking to God in the burning bush, God asked Moses, what's in your hand? Moses said, a staff, and he threw it on the ground and became a snake. You're going to take what's in your hand and use that now, whatever little you have, to create the reality that you want. Next, you're going to start speaking as if it already is. blah blah blah. I'm going here. I'm going there. You tell people, whoever will listen, or not. No, don't tell whoever will listen, because they're gonna talk you out of your dream. Tell the people in your life that are positive, who are encouraging to you, that tell them about your dream. Tell them about how it's going to come to fruition, as it already is. And then again, you're cultivating the feeling within you of this dream, or desire, or aspiration. You're actually talking as it is. You're living as it is. You're waking every day in the morning, and you're thanking God for bringing it to fruition. You're thanking the universe and everything like that. And like I say, you do that. It's so real now that the reality will bend to your desires and your aspirations. Reality will start to form around it. And that's how you now become the creator of your life and the master of your destiny. So I hope all this helps. I have to get out of here because I really have to hit this sack. If you want to read more on my blog, click on www.viablealternative.com. You can follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. It's late, excuse me. Follow me on Twitter, The Viable Alt. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and also click on share for anyone you think may benefit this message. Anyway, again, have faith. Have the faith of God, and miracles will happen. Take care. God bless, and peace.